Hi everyone, welcome back to FL Powell & Sons Farming Diary. In today's video we're going to be setting up the tedder and hopefully getting our baler working too. Both this year are new to us. We've never had a baler before, so there's going to be a few teething problems, but with a bit of help I'm sure we'll get there. So first job today is to get the heifers across into the yard, which we're doing every morning because they're going to go into synchronization AI, fixed time AI. So they need to get used to coming across into the yard, which I need to do by myself. Because for most of it I'm going to be here more or less on my own or with just the vet. So they're coming across every morning, just trying to get used to it, and hopefully it'll become second nature the day that we actually need to get them in. So it's a little bit of a trial to see how it works, but we've been doing it for 2 days so far, and it's actually worked quite well. So we'll get the gate set up so that they can't get across into the lanes, 2 lanes that run through the farm, which if they get through they're gone, so we need to make sure that's fairly secure before we let them out into the yard. So just put the bins, the feed troughs over there, so that they can go across, feed, mill around for a little bit while I do a couple more jobs in the yard, and then I'll push them back into the field. So hopefully they get used to that, just coming across without being handled or going through the handling system, so there's no reason that they shouldn't come across the day that we actually need them to. Come on then girls. So in this group we've got a mixture of our Herefords and our rare breed Gloucester herd. They don't normally run together, it's just the fact that from a management point, going into a synchronized AI, fixed time AI, it makes sense for them just to be in one group that come across the yard, come across the road into the yard in one batch. Saves us trying to get them out of different fields, so hence why they're all mixed together. Come on then. Out the way, come on. Come on then, out the way, leave it alone. Come on then girls, come on then. 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 Come on then girls, come on. Very friendly one here that was hand reared on a bucket, so she thinks I've always got food. Come on girls. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You joined me here with the coon rake that we bought this year. It's new to us. It's I think a 2018 reg model. So this is something we've not had before. We've only ever had a hay bob, but unfortunately with hay bobs, although they look very, very similar to this, you can only row up with the 2 rear gates on the back. So the biggest swath that you can get is pretty much the width of the machine. But this one allows you to push all of the hay or silage to one side against this flag here, and then come down the other side and push it all back onto the same row. So in effect you're putting 2 widths of the machine into one row, which should make it a lot easier with baling. So it does 2 jobs. It can spread the hay and silage. It can also rake as well. Now to do this, you turn the tines into different settings. So at the moment this is in, I believe, Rolly, which is a type of raking, and you move it to the other side to spread it. So first of all we need to try and set it up for raking. We're not actually going to bother spreading any of the silage at the moment, we're just going to rake it up straight behind the mower. So I believe you pull a lever, this one here, to turn a different cog and make both drums fire the hay the same way against the flag at the end. So that's the difference between this and a normal hay bob. So we swapped the tedder onto the little 1640, John Deere 1640, so that my uncle could take over rowing up whilst we put the bigger 6120 onto the baler. Finally got the tedder working now, or rake I should say, so it's in rake mode and it's pulling it all across to one side. It's monolike crop, so I'm going to have to keep going over the same bit. Both Dad and I are very grateful to my uncle, who plays a big part in helping us run the farm. So today he's here helping us row up for the first time with our tedder, which has allowed me to crack on and get the baler set up again for the first time for us using a baler. So yeah, that's been really useful. I'm just going to spin the camera around now to the baler box. Now this runs the baler from an electronic point, and that number there is the size of the bale, and to the right of it are the two bars giving you a representation of how the crop is feeding into the baler. And to balance it, you need to just weave across the row, particularly on a light crop like this, to get the bale level. It's taken me quite a while to work that one out. It's been a bit tricky to get the baler sorted on this round of Herbal. This is the first crop we've baled ever with a round baler, so it's been a bit of a learning curve, and trying to do it with silage has been even harder. So silage is quite clingy, it's quite sort of damp, it doesn't flow through the baler very well. So we've had a couple of blockages and a twisted bout. Both have all had to been sorted out, luckily with the help from friends on the day. So I think we're there now, and the next thing we bale will be some slightly drier silage. So that constant beep signifies the bale's full and that it now is netting. You'll get another constant beep once the bale's been netted, and then you pull the spool valve like I've just done there to release the bale. Now I'm just having to back slightly because we're on a downhill slope and the bale can run away from us. So I'm just pulling the spool valve there, up goes the tailgate and out the bale shoots. Pull that spool the other way and the tailgate drops again to carry on baling. At the end of baling these paddocks, we had a little bit of Herbal silage that wasn't enough to make a bale. So we basically baled as much as we could and took it back to the farmyard and dropped it off in front of the cows for them to enjoy fresh. Thank you very much for watching FL Powell & Sons Farming Diary. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.